But I call them one time when I'm getting close and they ain't picking up the phone. You heard me? When they ain't picking up the phone, I'm like, this feels weird. So I see a Buick, a gray Buick, follow behind me. I go left, it go left. I go right, it go right. I go left on the highway. It go left on the highway. You dig? And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe they trying to rob me. So that's what I was thinking. I had all that jewelry and all that stuff. So I'm thinking they trying to rob me. So he get out the car. They looked at the little straps and all that stuff. So they like roll the window down. I'm like, for what? What I did? What I did you? What I did? He was like, you know what you did in the A. And the moment he said that, bro, everything flashed. And then I started seeing flashes. The next thing you know, only thing I remember, I put my head down. So they hit me twice on my side, once in my ass. Damn near hit him in his balls. But I ended up driving off and I fainted. And then the car crashed on the pole. My mama really ain't want me like talking about it, truthfully. But this, cause I really don't know my mama like that deep like that. She Jamaican. My daddy, my pa, he Haitian. My daddy was like my brother.
Okay. Where your pops at now?
He in Angola. When I went to the city, my grandma basically took over and raised me like her own until she couldn't no more. When my daddy ended up going to jail, my grandma, she ended up getting sugar diabetes, and my grandma had to go to a home, and there was nobody to really raise me. And the CPS people, they basically was like, you know, we're gonna send you up there with your mama, and my mama ain't want me at that time no more. So I ran.
How old were you at that point?
I was 12. You dig? So I started hopping on Greyhounds. I go to the Greyhound station and I tell the bus driver that I'm a runaway. But way back then, you can get away with that. And you get on the bus and they let you get on for free and you can go anywhere you want. As long as you tell them you're a runaway and you're trying to go home, you dig? They'll let you get on that bitch back in the Jeep. But it worked out for me. It really did, truthfully, because I was a runaway kid. I was out there. Every time I went out and got on the Greyhound, I landed in the city. LA, New York, DC, anywhere. I go there for like a day or two. I ain't had no money. I hop back on the Greyhound, tell them the same story. I'm a runaway kid trying to go home, and they let me get back on the bus. So that's low-key how I survived so long. I ended up going to Baltimore during one of my Greyhound trips. I called my mama, and I say, Mama, you know, I'm out here. I need somewhere to stay. She said, you want to get a job? I said, I'm trying to pursue my music career. She said, well, then you can't stay here because I'm not going to let that toxic shit, or that New Orleans shit. Her excuse was the toxic of New Orleans is the reason why she don't want me to be in the household. So I said, all right, cool. I called my uncle and he said, all right, I'll take you in. He took me in and he let me stay with him for a couple months. Within that process, I was hurting again. At that time, I'm like, fuck, around the neighborhood, you dig? I talked a little weird to them, and they thought I was country. So they basically was like, yeah, bro, you from New Orleans? And I was like, yeah, I was born here. He's like, no, you weren't born here. I said, I was born here. He's like, nah, you don't talk like it, you don't walk like it, you ain't us, but you cool. And at this time, like when Cash Money started coming out, like they really like wanted to know how it was in New Orleans. So that's what made me cool to them. Because I was like a little gateway of their inspiration of Cash Money. But we ended up robbing it, and I ended up getting caught up with it. When I got caught up with it, believe it or not, my mama came to the rescue, and she got me out on $10,000 bail because they charged me as an adult instead of a juvie. When she got me out, I'm thinking I'm about to come to her. Put my ass right back on the Greyhound. I'm out on bail. I know I'm not gonna go to court, so I ended up just going to New York with the money instead of going back down to the city. And mind you, I'm 15. I'm in New York, bro. I ain't got nothing in my pockets. I'm listening to the radio. They talking about come audition for Did It. I had nothing else going on, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm going. So I walked from the Greyhound station to about 13 blocks. I go down there. The line was about 5,000 people. I cut in front of the line. I get right in front of the line and act like I'm already somebody. And I'm like, yeah, bro, you know, and I'm talking about juvie and all type of things. So they just let me in because they already thought I was somebody. Let me in, told me to straight rap. I rapped, and I rapped my heart out. And they told me to go in the back. I went in the back. At that moment, at that time, I can't say I was excited, but but I felt the sense of relief because I was at the point of no return. I ain't care about nothing at all. I had nobody, and I had to go to different cities and keep proving myself every fucking time.
Knocking heads off shoulders in Magnolia. I'm on Saratoga peeping out scenes with them cobras.
So a lot of people would think that we was an overnight success or overnight fame, but nigga, we had to work hard, to fucking get there. We worked hard, bro. Hard. To even get on there. I did.
I cannot leave, man. I cannot leave from here, man. I'm not going back to the project.
I'm on TV at 16 years old. 16.
Did anything change within your life?
Yeah, I got money. I got money every week. I got $5,000 every week.
5 stacks every week?
Every week. So it boosts my confidence. And mind you though, I'm still immature. I'm still a kid. Only difference is I can rap.
So bro, can you talk about for a lot of people who think like the beefs and stuff was staged?
Including myself, with them fights and all that there. The only difference is we really was getting busy. Nothing was fake about it.
You step up like a man to a... I'll knock you down like a man.
After making the band was over, they ended up signing me to Bad Boy South. That's why I shot the video, Lil Daddy. And at this time, you know how Diddy was handling artists. He'd give you everything, but he won't give you nothing. Just enough to survive and do what you need to do, like a pimp and a hoe. At the end of the day, I really wasn't understanding the business because the money that I was receiving, I was partying, buying diamonds, buying cars, doing this, doing that, thinking money gonna keep coming, keep flowing. But at the end of the day, that was the money actually that you were earning, and I wasn't keeping that. So I felt entitled when the whole time I should have been saving my money.
How's your relationship with Puffy right now?
I ended up seeing Puffy in Vegas, and he told me one thing, because like I told you, when Katrina was over, I didn't want to be with Bad Boy no more, because he didn't help me with my family. But I can't blame nobody because, you know, I had all the money I needed to have to do what I needed to do. I guess I wanted more. I guess I expected him to do that. And mind you, I'm young at the time, and you know when you're a young person, you expect a lot of things instead of accepting your responsibility and what you got going on. So when I seen Diddy, I told him I apologize. You dig? I told him I apologize for the behavior and where I went about leaving the label and all that there. He told me, he said, at the end of the day, see, I knew you was young. He said, you had to touch that stove yourself. He said, was the stove hot? He said, was the fire hot? I said, to the motherfucker. He said, well, welcome to the real world.
Where's your mom right now?
She live in Virginia now.
How are you guys right now?
We okay. You dig? Better than how it was. The crazy part about it is, bro, once they seen that I became a factor in the game, you dig, then they started respecting it. But I'll never forget how it was. That's one thing about me. I forgive, but I don't forget. So I always keep my distance of the fake love. But, you know, I always respect that love is love. Because once upon a time, she got me out of jail when I caught that charge. So I never forget that. My mama had a lot of animosity towards how my daddy treated her. You know, he was abusive to her. He really didn't have a lot of respect for her. Now that I'm a grown man, it was probably like a little flame, and she just ended up getting pregnant. So she kind of like had an animosity, a vendetta, and a chip on her shoulder from that. So I can't say that she loved me, but I would say she had love for me. Because in my mind, I never thought about Diddy or Bad Boy. I always thought about Cash Money. I always wanted to be down with Cash Money my whole life, because I always wanted to fuck with BG.
A lot of your background is detailed behind Cash Money. Any run-ins with Birdman or any?
Yeah, I had buku run-ins with Birdman. Like I said, at the end of the day, you know, Birdman was always good people, you dig. But when I got around him, you dig, I started realizing that the appreciation of what Diddy and them was trying to do with me.
I ain't mean to cut you off, but I meant signing with him. Have you ever had a conversation?
I had buku options, but you know, me and Wayne, we ended up having an altercation when it came to like a female back in the G, and that's the real reason of why I never signed with Cash Money, because I was right there on the bus with him. they houses, everything. You dig? And that's the reason why Wayne shouted me out in the Carter 1 as well, because I seen the process of him really going through it, even with the squad and gutting them and Soup and them. I seen him. Me and Soup lived across the street from each other in Michigan. So I seen Wayne really step up. I seen when Baby was signing Mickey and Mag 10 and all these people and really putting Wayne on the back burner. I seen that man really get his shit together and really, start dropping mixtapes and really saying, fuck all this shit. If nigga ain't really gonna rock with me, I'm gonna put this shit on myself. I seen it with my own eyes. But like I told you, me and Wayne had a conflict with a female, and when that situation happened, that was the main reason why I didn't sign with Cash Money, is because basically Baby told me, fuck, I'm gonna rock with my son all the time. So even if it was gonna go down, it can't go down no more, because if you feel away, then I'm not gonna do it. And I respected it. So a lot of things always led me to do my own thing. Every time I wanted to get down and fuck with something else, it always strayed me off to do my own thing. And I guess that's my destiny.
You mentioned earlier that you got shot.
Yeah, I ended up moving to the A after the Bay, and you asked me did I sell drugs before, and I said I wasn't no D-boy. The reason why I said this, is because I never sold, cocaine and all that, but I was great with marijuana, and I learned one of those skills in the Bay. I ended up moving back to the A, and I was getting weed from the Bay Area. So I'm getting pounds coming, and I'm, just living that one life. So I ship out 4, 5 at a time. I'm moving pounds at this time, and getting them set and everything. One time, it was some niggas from Peoria, Illinois, who came. The pounds they asked for, I already got them off. And they driving all these hours from Peoria, Illinois to Atlanta, Georgia. And I ain't got to work no more because I done got it off. So I had about 3 pounds left, and they came for 6. They called me, they pulled up at the 12 by the Starbucks, because that's normally where I did the drop off at. And I couldn't figure out what to do. So I called my people. And he was like, you better go to Target and get some rabbit food and mix it up. So I was like, nah, I don't want to finesse these things like that, because they cool people. But he was like, they drove all these hours down here. They gonna want that shit. Either way, you will get the same outcome for wasting these people's time. I said, you're right. So I went to Target, got some rabbit food. Worst mistake of my life. That's why I learned another lesson, Wayne. I don't listen to what people tell me. I go off of what I fucking feel. You dig? So anyway, I ended up G-mixing it with the rabbit food, and my stupid ass gave these people to work. They gave me the money, and they drove off. I went back up to the condo. So, I stayed on the top floor. I feel regular. Within 3 hours, they called me like, damn, Chop, it's like that. So I'm like, what you talking about? Playing it stupid. What you talking about? And he's like, man, bitch, dog, you ain't had to do it like this, dog. I fuck with you. Like I told you, worst mistake of my life. I'm like, man, fuck you. He was like, all right. He's like, all right, I'm gonna get you. I said, well, then get me, nigga. And I had like a little trap phone, and I'm on top of the balcony, and I drew that bitch. And when I drew it, I went to Strokers and had a bundles of joy that night. Spent about 3 racks. Had a ball. And then had a ball, Wayne. And life went on. I ended up transitioning to Detroit, Michigan. I told you I moved around a lot. So I'm out in Detroit now, living out there. It's too cold for me. So I'm about to move anyway. But I started doing buku shows out there. I had the Lamborghini, my dog Pretty Black from the Bay. You can look him up. His family gave me the black Lamborghini that he had. They felt like he would want me to have it to pursue my career with. So I had the black Lamborghini in Detroit. I'm doing shows everywhere. I'm talking about everywhere, the whole Midwest. And mind you, bro, I'm rolling them off X pills. I'm smoking. That's why I don't smoke. I don't pop X. I barely drink. I get a phone call. You dig? And nigga was like, yeah, bro, I'm trying to book you. So I'm like, all right, cool, 10 racks. He's like, all right, cool. Now, name a time in this world towards somebody want to book you. You tell them the price, they automatically agree with it. They give you 5 racks, they wire it to you. no paperwork. My stupid ass wasn't thinking. We ain't do no paperwork. The man gave me 5 racks without no paperwork. I'm so off drugs that I'm not thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking. So I got a little hole that just flew into me. You know, I'm chopped, nigga. I feel good about myself. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm icy. I'm living my life. I'm fucking these hoes. I'm rapping whenever I want. Doing shit, dig. I'm living life. Well, the show come up. All right, cool. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna drive a Lamborghini out there. Because I normally, that was part of my image. I had a Lamborghini, and I just pop up and do shows in a Lamborghini, and my people be, whatever they in. But at this time, I got the little hoe with me. My people, they in the van. They driving too slow. So I'm speeding. The promoter, he calling every 30 minutes. What exit you on? What exit you on? What exit you on? My stupid ass telling them every time. Yeah, bro, I'm close. About 30 minutes. What exit you on? So when he told me to exit, this was on everything. This shit was crazy. Nigga shot the shit out of me. But I called him one time when I'm getting close and they ain't picking up the phone. You heard me? When they ain't picking up the phone, I'm like, this feel weird. So I see a Buick, a gray Buick, follow behind me. I go left, it go left. I go right, it go right. I go left on the highway. It go left on the highway. So all that high shit had stopped. So I'm like, I ain't high no more. So I'm looking at the little hole. I'm looking at myself in the rear view like, all right, something ain't right. This fucking car following me. I gotta figure this out. So I told her, I said, look, it's a car behind me and they keep following me. You dig? And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe they trying to rob me. So that's what I was thinking. I had all that jewelry and all that stuff. So I'm thinking they trying to rob a nigga. So maybe they trying to rob me. I'm gonna go to the rest stop. When I pull up, get out the car, tell them it's about to be a robbery, and call the police. The bitch started panicking. Moving around, looking around. I said, look straight forward. Stop fucking looking back there. So I pull up at the rest stop, you heard me? When I pull up at the rest stop, the bitch get out, and instead of her doing exactly what I told her to do, this stupid ass fucking hoe get out and scream. The niggas get out the car. They looked at the little straps and all that there. So they roll the window down. I'm like, for what? What I did? What I did? He was like, you know what you did in the A. And the moment he said that, bro, everything flashed. And then I started seeing flashes. And the next thing you know, only thing I remember, I put my head down, so they hit me twice on my side, once in my ass. Damn near hit him in his balls. But I ended up driving off, and I fainted, and the car crashed on the pole. I woke up in the hospital.
What they hit you with?
They hit me with a 38 and a 9. But they shot 5 times in there.
Do you still suffer from that in any way?
Yeah, absolutely.
In what way?
To this day, I got stomach problems. To this fucking day. All because I tried to finesse a nigga who didn't deserve to be finessed. Now, I'm not going to say that the punishment went undone, but at the end of the day, I felt like I deserved that. You dig? Because at the end of the day, I was wrong. But it changed my life dramatically because I re-educated myself fully. And I got my life together. I went in the cut. I moved to Las Vegas in 2013. I've been here ever since. I moved to Las Vegas in 2013. I got a loft in Atlanta, in Atlantic Station, but I ended up getting my life together. Bottle Blocking came out. And when Bottle Blocking came out, I watched that movie probably 100 times. And I wanted to be like BG. Like that was my idol. Still to this day is my idol. I wanted to be like Doogie. I was always a fan of Doogie. You know, when I used to see him pass around, and I done seen Mr. Servon, everybody around the neighborhood. But when I seen BG, it made me want to be a rapper. Every time I rap, I always play like It's All On You Volume 1, Chopper City, It's All On You Volume 2, Chopper City in the Ghetto. All these albums from Doogie.
I know you won't let me burn, I'm H.O.T. Know you won't let me be me, and that's BG. I got my dog Chopper Style in the building holding it down, big dog status. You hear me? You know how we do it from Chopper City, Street Ballers, we all doing it big. You hear me? For real.
You know how we do it.
You already knew that. It's official right there. You hear me? It's official right there.
West Point to Uptown, we holding it down, you heard me?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Hold
that
up,
Street
this the real Chopper right here. You hear me? We don't know that other nigga. You hear me?
We don't know that cat.
You mentioned Chopper Style.
Yeah.
Because of the same name, I mean, talk about it.
All right. Now at this era now, season 2 and 3 happening. We about the hottest thing popping. You dig? We doing everything everywhere. My cousins and everybody calling me and telling me that Chop passed around the wrong, and he talking about he want to fight me and all types of foolishness. And you dig? I'm like, what? You dig? I don't even know this man, so I never had a problem with him. He thought that I must name my name because of him, but I wasn't paying Chop no attention. I named my name after BG, you dig? And at this time, you dig, like I told you, I'm the hottest thing popping. When I finally encountered BG, he was with the OG Hot Busy, you know, Hot Beezy and shit. And we was at I don't know, we was somewhere, and he didn't even like me. Didn't even like me, bro. I'm talking about.
What made you feel that way?
Because I know Hot Boy. You dig, you know, and he real good with my family. He real good people with my family. With my uncle Hit 'em Hard Chris and my cousin Papa Smurf.
It ain't what nobody told us. It's in black and white, homie.
You know, Hot pulled me to the side and was like, I don't know, you know, what it is of why he feel how he feel. But you know, that's my little round and I'm a rock with it. You know, like, but I got nothing but love for you, Chop, you dig, so you dig, don't mind that. You dig, and I was like, all right. But deep down, I was devastated. Truly devastated, because I got here because of him. And I think the real reason why he felt the way he felt is because I named my name Chopper Young. Well, actually, it was Chopper City. That's what I named my name, Chopper City. So I guess he didn't like that because of the brand that he created. Truthfully, that was the real truth when we really talked later about it.
Okay, so you guys ironed everything out and y'all cool now?
Yeah, no doubt. But I'm talking about back in the G though. I'm talking about when this shit was popping. You did.
Okay.
And Chop. I ain't had no feelings towards him. You dig? But I ain't no fucking hoe. You dig? And I done seen him plenty of times. Duplex. You dig? I remember Duplex was popping.
Yeah.
And popped out on him. You dig? We was finna punish him. You dig? All that. But you know, at the end of the day, Brad, we ain't had no problems. We ain't really had no problems like talking about it. I don't even understand why we was even going back and forth like that.
So you and Chopper cool? You and Chopper cool now too? You saying?
Yeah, I ended up going across the river. They got a spot over there called Three J's, and he ended up pulling up on me. And we sat back there. It was 3D Not T was there. Everybody was there, and we squashed it. And to be honest with you, it was never beef. You dig? And we went and kicked it. We went to stays together. We just kicked it. You dig? And like I told him, I said, bro, I ain't never had a problem with you. You dig? Ever in life. Even Wayne on the Carter One out on the thank yous. He's like, man, Chop and Young City need to go ahead and squash that. If you ever looked in the thank yous, shout out to Chopper style, bro, because at the end of the day, it's all love, baby. It's all for the city. I'm trying to be right, man. I'm trying to fight these things, man. A lot of people don't know, man. I'm real from New Orleans. I'm 36 now. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm about money, prosperity. You're not gonna catch me just kicking it in the hood, you know, on some keeping it real. Because I learned so much from watching other people's mistakes. I watched Steve Murray, you know, be the predecessor of Keeping It Real Goes Wrong. Just a good-hearted person. And the streets took him under for him just being a good-hearted person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For no reason, though. And the streets don't love you. New Orleans will show love to you, but they don't love you. New Orleans don't love nobody. And that's just it. And as long as you understand that, you can understand how to show love to New Orleans as well. You dig? But that city don't love nobody. You gotta go. I learned that after Katrina. You gotta go.
I've been told y'all, New Orleans is the main source, the main ingredient for people to get all the way rich around the world, brother. You feel me? How you got this man here, way from Kentucky somewhere, doing music like this here? Tell me that. Shout out to Kino too, man.
Honestly, I hope New Orleans as a whole can get back to our cultural ways towards we can musically be back on the game the way we're supposed to. because I'm tired of artists trying to sound like everybody else when the truth of it is, they got all that shit from us. They got all that shit from us. And we over here trying to be like everybody else. And everybody else got everything else from us. It's backwards. We deserve to be what we're supposed to be. We deserve it. When we go everywhere else, New Orleans people, they love us. We come back home, we want to kill each other. Why New Orleans people got to go out of town to be loved? It's okay to go. It's okay to go.
I said, how'd you get to the Bay?
Katrina. I used to do shows out there. When I did shows out there, I never came home. That's the only area, you heard me, towards you go out there, they give you verse licks. I ain't know nothing about verse licks. All I knew is you go to a city, you get the money, you get the back end, you have a good time, you go some holes, and you go. But when I went to the Bay, you heard me, every time it was about 3-4 months before I went back home. And I made about 100 racks.
Damn.
Every fucking time.
I copped a Ferrari, I put some 4Gs on it. Got a couple things fixed with it. It'll be out in a couple days, but for right now, yes, Lord.
Figueroa, I got bitches trapping in LA. They know that I'm a pimp, got the gang from the Bay.
I want to go somewhere towards I can really make some fucking money from being chopper and rapper. So I chose the Bay.
Finally made it out the ghetto. I'm thanking God every day. I never forget my city. I'm doing it for the Bay. I finally made it out the ghetto.
The Bay love New Orleans, don't they?
I'm talking about like a bitch.
They fuck with us, yeah.
I'm talking about ex-Chop. I brought Chop to the Bay and really got him on. Once upon a time, I had Chop making a lot of money in the Bay. Ask him, Magnolia Chop.
New Orleans, my city. Yeah, I'm representing. You niggas for games, they acting like women.
I told my round Chop, you did, to go out there to Bay, hear me? Yeah, look.
Man, I went out there, was making like 80 racks a night. Like, say, Chop, between me and you, stay out here, this your mortgage.
Okay.
We got a house the next day.
All right, you got the music industry, and then you got the Bay Area industry. When you go to the Bay Area, you start realizing that it's a lot of fucking money out there. A lot of money. And everybody want to be rappers out there. Some cold, some not. But at the end of the day, they break bread out there. If they want you on something, they going to cash out 10, 15, 20, 30 racks per verse. So when I went out there, I created a whole everything. I'm talking about that's the first time that I really made money ever in my life. Because when I did the Bad Boy thing, I was making money, but I was making money being a puppet. You getting bird fed. But when I went to the Bay, I was making buku money. You dig? And that changed the demographics of my perception. Like, you know, I'm not just in one game, and I'm not 100% off the record legal. You see what I'm saying? But I mastered a lot of things courtesy of the Bay to be able to flourish without rapping. Yeah, but without the New Orleans state of mind, I wouldn't be able to survive any of it.
And I'm making these hits, I'm trying to get rich, become a young baller, one of the best acts out of New Orleans.
I'm an uptown soldier until I go. And I want to say rest in peace to Slim, because he should have made it. I want to say I'm happy Mac home. I want to say Free C Murder. Around the MLK, we on the map, and I made sure of it. I put it on TV. Yes, Lord. That's all I want to say.